Worrying what others think of us is such a cruel punishment that I'm sure we've all inflicted upon ourselves, yeah? Our minds race, the sweat beads on our forehead and behind our neck begin to form as we enter a course or any room full of people, or even just a crowd standing on the footpath. Our minds race, our hearts race, and a million and fucking one imagined scenarios of what they must be thinking bounce through our head until we are almost nauseous. If this has affected you, then keep watching, because I'm going to give you 8 ways to combat worrying what others think of you. Just remember, everything in this video is coming from my own perspective and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. Let's do this. Number 1, know your own worth. I think the problem is so many of us at one time or another, we're conditioned to see the bad in ourselves, the flaws, yada yada. In days gone by, it was even considered up yourself if you saw good in yourself. And heaven fucking help you if you dared love yourself or believe in yourself. So it's actually very bloody hard to reprogram what was so heavily hardwired into us. But fact of the matter is, we are all grown-up adults, and it's time we took back our power and realized what we bring to the table, yeah? If you don't believe this about yourself, then give yourself an uppercut. I've had to give myself quite a few. Know your worth, then add $1.50 and a bag of chips. Because you were too damn good to go through the rest of your life letting what others think of you cripple your mind. The sooner you realize your own worth, you will never undervalue yourself based off of others' perceived perceptions. Number 2, believe in your decisions. That's it. You got this far. You can't have it too much with your decisions, yeah? I mean, we've all made monumentally mindless, stupid decisions. It's a rite of passage in growing up, yeah? And if you did make a few, I'm guessing you survived the fallout from them and perhaps learned a thing or two along the way, yeah? It's also how we grow as people. And look at it this way, the more mistakes behind you, you're not likely to make the same blunders twice. So there should be more confidence in moving forward. I think blunders happen if we get too cocky, surely, but also if we're used to put downs and fear of repercussions. We tend to second guess ourselves and pretty much shoot ourselves in the foot before we even begin. The more you think positive and confident in your own decisions, the less fearful you'll be of others' thought processes, and therefore the more likely you'll make the right decisions with it. Number 3, understand others' opinions don't make yours wrong. Everyone has an opinion. Some people practice decorum and know how to keep them to themselves. Some think they're helping and mean well in offering a different opinion. And some people think their shite don't stink and think their opinion is the only opinion that should be heard and considered. But we can often hear another's opinion and go into meltdown on our own opinion, assuming that if someone else's differs, then ours must be wrong. Or perhaps we may even get a bit headstrong and refuse consideration that we are in fact wrong. The thing is though, opinions are merely often opinions, thoughts based off each of our perceptions and beliefs. And one of the best ways to stop caring what others think is to simply realize just that another's opinion is simply that, and it doesn't in any shape or form take away from yours, nor more times than not does it make yours wrong. Number 4, learn how to manage criticism. In a sense, this one kind of rolls on from the last one, yeah? Criticism is really just that too, another's opinion. And just because someone criticizes your work doesn't necessarily make them right. Look, being a YouTube creator, people will think it's their God-given right to throw around criticism like fucking confetti. Sometimes the criticism is so bad. If these people spoke like that in real life, they'd probably get their block knocked off. Truth is though, they probably wouldn't dare. In everyday life, they'd probably shit themselves if someone looked at them sideways. I never take another's cruel words as a reflection of me. I just ask myself what sort of a loser they must be, shooting it brave from the shadows. Trust me, these kinds of grubs are the last people whose criticisms you need to worry about. There's obviously much they hate about themselves. If they've got to project onto a creator, they don't even know. And as for constructive criticism, I liken it to a sponge. They can fill up the sponge with their criticism. You can squeeze those criticisms from the sponge and only keep those that help you grow or do better. And the rest, simply let them run down the drain. Number 5, ask yourself if their opinion even matters. Another roll on from the last. That's exactly right. If it's some knuckle hiding behind their computer, spitting venom or telling you how they do a better job. Yeah, right. If the cockwombles could do a better job, they'd be doing a better job and not hyper-focusing on you. Never, and I mean never, take criticism from anyone you don't respect. And never take criticism from anyone not doing better than you. If the person isn't someone you can learn from, if the person isn't someone you look up to or care about, then ask yourself why their opinion even matters in the slightest to you. Because odds are 9 times out of 10, this person's opinion has zero relevance to your life or success. If the person does matter to you, then you will have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself if their opinion is something that can help you do better. Fact is, you have a choice. You can either completely ignore or grow from another's opinion. Give me a boom if you agree. Number 6, understand how little others' opinions are even about you. It's really true. Others' opinions are merely coming from whatever state of mind they themselves are in. Their opinion could be coming from their experience, their moral code or beliefs. They're not really about you, but more something within them. Again, ask yourself, should it go in one ear and out the other, or can it serve you well? But when shots are fired and bitterness is being cast upon you, your reputation, yada yada, that's coming from a mind dark and hazy. The person is lashing out and projecting their own warped views your way. In this situation, these kinds of people really do need to make others feel lesser because they are desperately scratching, doing anything to make themselves feel more. Never let another's toxicity get beneath your skin just because they are drowning in it. Number 7, realize others' opinions are their thoughts and not fact. Often opinions are merely that and not hard proven facts. When another is referring to you and are doling their opinions onto you like they're the authority of the very essence of you, they're merely making themselves look a first-rate mung bean because it's very rare they'd be completely accurate. Just as we have formed opinions of others and what they do, these are merely our perceptions, our viewpoint of what our mind has conjured up about them. And everyone else they know may have completely different ones. But if this person, for example, is hell-bent on rating you a bad person, but the majority of other people that know you would rate you good, you simply cannot allow this one person to make you feel you are something so many others know you are not. Number 8, know that other people actually think of us very little. We all assume that people are probably thinking this or that about us. I mean, there will always be deflectors and those with no life of their own, and they have nothing better to do than find faults in others. But for others, they're probably too busy worrying about what others think of them to worry about anybody else. Life is so short. Just focus on your growth and focus on you. Because trust me, most don't give a fuck. Their focus is seldom on you. If you found value in this video and you'd like to, please be kind enough to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Stay awesome. Now go get what's yours.
Break out of your shell, meet me halfway.